Good morning. I'm Issa from Mr. Issa. I'm a 14-year-old entrepreneur starting his own company. This is Issa, a tech company that will focus on revolutionizing the tech industry with groundbreaking ultra-luxury technology. Because age is just a number and I can't start the company yet, I can share my ideas with the world and make it a better place. This is the next Apple. To start, this is a bit of a different video, and I'm truly sorry for not posting frequently. But now, I'm focusing more on quality over quantity, and it's really hard to manage making videos of this high quality alone. Let's talk cars. Everyone knows cars. They're beautiful, relatable, fun, and make men happy. But recently, cars have lost their magic. We get it. People hate electric cars, and there's no denying that. There was only a way to save the planet and have fun at the same time. Yes, we've invented a way to make engine sounds using electric cars with zero emissions. It's not simulated, it's all real, just an engine, except it's electric. We can't reveal the design now since it's not patented yet, and someone might steal the design. We've already designed two cars. One themed around my wildest dreams of driving an F1 car out on the road with the luxuries of a Tesla, called the Blight, and one is a tribute to my favorite cousin. Before we talk about other exciting tech we have, let's talk about why I decided to work on this company at just 14. Since I was 5 years old, I've been fascinated by tech, whether it was that old Samsung phone my dad had at the time, or the Nintendo Switch that released just a year later. There was something magical about tech. The first channel I subscribed to on YouTube, Mr. Was the Boss, heavily influenced my childhood and created a passion within me for tech. My cousin too impacted my life heavily and my view of tech. Once I was thinking of making cars, and the next it was a smartphone. Both were separate ideas, but eventually they merged into one single idea, that being Issa. So here we are, making this video to fund the company. Let's talk TVs. One thing that has caught my attention recently is that Sri Lankans cannot afford OLED TVs, even though we have the money for it. And if you go on Amazon and check the prices, you will find out why. We're definitely not starting this company in Sri Lanka, because we're not giving a dime in taxes to a country that has ruined our life. Instead, we're helping our viewers, who are mostly from the US, by strengthening their economy. Enough politics. Let's get back to the main focus of the video. There are three TV lineups that we've designed: OLED, LCD, and AMOLED. By now, you probably know what OLEDs are, but if you don't, it's really simple. It's basically an LCD, but each pixel is lit up on its own instead of a backlight, giving it infinite contrast. There are some problems with this panel technology, like burn-in, but we've come up with some ways to mitigate this issue, which we will not reveal for now. NCDs are the cheaper but bigger brother of OLED. NCD stands for Nano Crystal Display, and it's basically our version of QLED, which is already used by Samsung, so we came up with our own version to fit the ultra luxury theme. These panel types are like traditional LCDs, but there is also a layer of quantum dots, which helps to increase the contrast and vibrancy, making it cheaper and a bigger alternative to OLED. AMOLED, which is a relatively new type of technology that has hit the consumer market, is an impressive display technology that may replace OLEDs one day. In old LCD TVs, there is one backlight, which can be bad for contrast, but newer LCD TVs have dimming zones to turn off or make the brightness lower in certain parts of the scene to increase contrast. But this can be pretty problematic, since it can create blooming or jagged edges in high contrast scenes. This is where mini LEDs come in. They have smaller and a higher number of dimming zones to reduce blooming and jagged edges. This method works decently, but it does not perform as good as OLED. This is where AMOLEDs, or micro LEDs, come in, which are up to 400% smaller. For the biggest TVs, our AMOLED lineup is available. They do not have speakers to their size, but we have a solution for that too, which we will talk about later. You know Samsung's One Connect box? Yeah, screw that crap. Our one is better. Introducing the Issa TV connector. Yeah, we couldn't think of a good enough name. Gotta find a good name for it. This thing destroys the competition, and you'll see why. It has 3 display ports, 3 HDMI ports, 2 Ethernet ports, 3 USB-A ports, and 3 USB-C ports. And that's not it, because it has the smoothest UI, which looks better than Samsung's Tizen OS and runs smoother than Apple's TV OS. Now you might be wondering, where are the 1,000 other ports to make it compatible with older devices? Well, you know Apple, and you know me. We like to keep it locked in the ecosystem, but unlike Apple, we make the ecosystem perfect. You don't need all these random ports. All our TV accessories are compatible via USB-C. By all, I mean all. Since if you buy our 7.1 sound system, you get an adapter with just 20 USB-C ports. We've designed a clever and efficient 7.1 system that only draws 240 watts for each speaker, but can still deliver incredible sound. We really thought we forgot about the TV remote, huh? Well, this is the Issa Smart TV remote, which is better than the Apple and Samsung TV remotes combined. It features a stunning 1:2 1080p AMOLED screen with volume and power buttons. And that's not it. It charges via USB-C or wireless. Enough TVs. Let's get to the good stuff. Monitors. But wait, how am I gonna fund this project? My goal is to grow this YouTube channel and help others along the way. By using extra money from this channel I earn after getting monetized, I will fund ISA so I can deliver on my promises. Like TVs, there are 3 lineups: IF, IC, and IZ. The IF lineup is basically just some flat screen OLEDs ranging from 24 inches to 32 inches. The IC lineup is the same, but this time it's curved. The IZ lineup is a flagship lineup. There are 3 models: the 21x9 34-inch monitor, and a 32x9 49-inch monitor, and a 16x9 55-inch monitor, which is supposed to be a competitor to Samsung's Odyssey Arc. If you look at all these monitors closely, you'll realize that they have one thing in common: design. They're designed to be used in dark rooms like true gamers, so they're all OLED and glossy, giving them a premium look. For now, we haven't designed more stuff, since it takes a long time to plan and model, but we will be slowly adding new designs and one day bringing them to life. Please do keep in mind that most of the stuff we showed here are early prototypes and will get better. The designs could be vastly different and better than what it is now. I'm Issa from Mr. Issa, and this is Issa.